everyone! I'm finally doing my makeup collection! I haven't done a makeup collection storage video in over a year, I'm pretty sure. I will link my previous one down below. So I'm going to be showing you this unit behind me and in front of me today. If you can see in the background, there's like another couple of little units. I'm going to do a part 2 video. I will link it down below. It's going up at the same time as this one. Quick disclaimer, because unfortunately these videos always get a butt ton of hate. My makeup collection is very large, to say the least. Nobody needs this much makeup, but I'm sure I'm speaking for most of us when I say makeup is awesome and fun and heaps of us love to collect it. So this is my collection. Also, when it comes to lipsticks and lip products and foundations and everything, I do videos on all of these different things. So if a new lipstick collection comes out, quite often I will either buy them all or get sent them all. So I have like hundreds and hundreds of lipsticks, and half of the reason is because I do lip swatch videos on my channel. If you're new here, hello, feel free to subscribe. I know back in the day when I didn't have very much money to spend on makeup, it was so important for me to find really good swatches online of lip products, because it really helped me make sure I was making like a really good decision with my purchase. So makeup is my passion, but remember, it is also my job. If you don't have as much makeup as me, don't feel bad. No one needs this much. If you want this much, then hey, go you. And if your husband, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend says that you have too much makeup, just show them this video and then they won't bother you anymore. So without any further ado, I'm just going to show you what I have. If there's anything you want to see in a tutorial or anything you want to see, you know, lip swatch videos or anything like that, feel free to request it in the comments down below as well, or even send me a tweet or something. Don't forget to thumbs up this video as well if you do like it. So here's a little overview of my beauty room. I will list where I got every unit down below with links and everything. This little unit is the one I'm going to be doing a part 2 on, so check the down box for the link, and this one in front of us here is what I'm going to be showing you today. So I'm going to start with this back wall. I'm going to show you each shelf in detail. Basically all of this area is just decoration and also where I store my perfumes, because the sun doesn't directly hit this area of my room, so they stay quite safe, you know. Here are some of my favorites on the bottom shelf. I just really like the way all the bottles look and all the colors look. I just think it's really nice decoration, and it makes it easy for me to find them when I want to wear them as well. This is the middle shelf. This is a new Juicy Couture perfume. I had to show you the packaging close up. It's so pretty. I love the glitter. And then this is the top shelf, and it's just got some more perfumes and bits and pieces, like this letter Kat Von D wrote me. I like died inside when she sent it. And this is another favorite of mine, C by Giorgio Armani. Amazing. As you can see, I also keep some of the really cute boxes and things. And then on my actual desk, this is under the mirror, I have a bunch of my lip products. So there is some Gerard Cosmetics, Elizabeth Arden, and YSL lipsticks here. And then moving over to the left corner, I have some acrylic drawers and holders for lip products and brushes and stuff. Once again, I'll list down below where you can get all of these different acrylic holders and everything. I just really like them because they're clear and it makes everything really easy to find. So I'm just going to show you what is on each of these shelves first. On the top shelf, there's a little photo of Sally Joe and me, and one of my favorite candles, and then just some other knickknacks and special things that mean a lot to me, like some little gifts and boxes from gifts and bits and pieces like that. And I hold my bobby pins in here, and I also have this Guerlain Meteorites powder up here just because it looks really pretty. On the second shelf, I have some more perfumes, and I also have this little stationery holder with all of my eyeliner, well, not all of my eyeliners, but some of my most used eyeliners. And here are some of my favorite brands: Colourpop, Stila, Rimmel, MAC, Gigi, just a bunch that I love. Some more of my favorite perfumes and boxes and special things, and then I've even got some more photos of my friends at the back here: Chris, Liv, Pagan, heaps of people in those photos. So yeah, that's the second shelf. And then moving down to the bottom, it's mostly where I store my brushes at the moment and some other little pretty knickknacks, and this Prada candy perfume. Oh, it smells so good. I love it. Most of the brushes I own, of course, are by XO Beauty, which is my own brush line. So that's how they all look. I love them, and if you didn't know, they are handmade in Italy, so check them out if you like. And then in the same kind of holders, I have a bunch of lip liners. Oh my goodness, I'm obsessed with lip liners. I have way too many, but I swear they're all different. Again, here are some of my favorites, like Urban Decay, NYX, MAC, what else? I've just got so many different brands. Colourpop ones are awesome. There's so many different shades. Same with Chi Chi, BH Cosmetics. Love those. And then in the back, I have another one with all of my Colourpop lippy sticks and a few of my other favorite like pencil, jumbo pencil lip products, I guess you would call them. Displaying them all like this just makes them so easy to find and grab, and I also use them as lip liners sometimes. So I've got some by NARS, Maybelline Color Dramas are really good, Makeup Store, MAC ones, Urban Decay. I've got so many different brands. I love all of these ones. They're really good, so they just stay tucked in there for when I want them, and then the lip liners I use more often, so they just sit in front. So those are all my little display shelves. That's how it looks from afar, and this little mirror does light up. This was custom made for me by Kabukibelle. Again, I'll link it down below. This unit is so amazing and such good quality. It is such an investment, but I'll talk more about it later in part 2 video because I'll compare it to the other shelving I have. Anyway, moving on to these little acrylic drawers. They all pull out, and then on the top I just have some like powders displayed there because they look really pretty, and I got these holders off Amazon, links below as I said in the beginning. So the ones on the left are highlighters. I've got a Josie Moran one at the beginning, and then the rest are all Gerard Cosmetics. I like the gold packaging, so I think they look really pretty displayed. And then on the right side are all Too Faced bronzers and products and everything. I think they look really pretty as well. I like the gold, so they're all displayed up there. And then this is the top drawer. These are all like my little perfumes by Scentbird, and then in the back is just a bunch of travel makeup and my contacts. These are the ones I use. Heaps of people always ask me. So yeah, this one's a little bit of a jumbled drawer, but it's just, you know, knickknacks. Everyone's got a drawer like that. And then the rest of the drawers are pretty much new products or products that I want to use in videos. So all of this box stuff is all brand new, and I'm going to haul it or use it for the first time in videos and everything. I put all of the new products in these drawers just so I remember about them and remember to use them and everything. And then likewise with just products that I want to use in a video for whatever reason, like a special color or lipstick or whatever, I'll chuck it in here so I remember to grab it. So when you guys request certain things, that's where the products will go. They'll go into this little acrylic drawer, and then I will remember to use it. So yeah, there's heaps and heaps of makeup in here. Like I got sent these new Makeup Geek eyeliners, which I cannot wait to use. This Burberry highlighter, which I want to use in a video. And then yeah, just lots of new stuff. I got some new Naked Skin foundation and other foundations from Sephora and everything. There's just a bunch of stuff, and it's the same down below. I recently got sent so many Ofra products, so I put it all in here because I want to remember to use some of the stuff in new videos. The products are amazing. Like I've been testing little bits and pieces, and so far everything has been amazing, so I cannot wait to use it some more. And then once I have used all the products, I kind of like swap them out. I'll put them away in the proper storage, and then, you know, new stuff will come along and go into this little acrylic drawer. So that's what I use these for. Otherwise, if you have like a normal sized makeup collection, I would say these are like the perfect storage systems. They fit so much makeup and display it really, really beautifully. So if you want like a little makeup collection holder thingy, these are really, really good. So yeah, I'm down to showing you the bottom drawer now. Just more new makeup, some new LA Girl palettes. I got sent the new Velour lip scrub or whatever it's called by Jeffree Star. I can always try it. So yeah, that's how everything looks. There's a little overview, and then on my actual desk I have my little mirror that I used to do my makeup and a little crystal jar that holds all my cotton buds and everything. So that's basically all of it. That's probably one of my favorite parts, just because I love the way it looks. It's so girly and just so me. Moving on to the left corner of my room, I have this IKEA trolley which I just put junk on. I don't really know what else to put on it yet. But anyway, I'm going to start with that top left white drawer. So these just pull out. Now they used to click in and out if you watched my old one, but just because I started getting so much makeup, it was getting a little bit heavy, so the pull out drawers were just a lot more effective in the end, so we got those put on. So in this drawer here I have foundations. I just have a bunch of my favorites in here. I often clear out my foundations and get rid of ones that I don't like so much because I get a lot. Like I try out a lot for first impressions and everything. So yeah, my collection is rather large, but this is my favorite, NARS Sheer Glow. Totally my favorite. There's just a bunch of different brands, NARS, MAC, YSL, tons of drugstore brands, L'Oreal, Maybelline, all of it. And then down this side compartment, I either have foundations I have not tried yet, or foundations I don't reach for as often, or they just fit better in here, whatever the reason. A lot of them are new though that I want to do first impressions on. So yeah, they all just sit down the side. And then there is a little secret compartment up the top which I like to pull out and put all of my concealers in. So in this little section I put all of my highlighters, and there's also a one to stick there, but all of my like highlighting concealers, illuminators and pens and stuff like that, they all go in there. So I've got a bunch of different brands. And then in this compartment here are my like thick creamy concealers and powder concealers, or you know, etc, color correctors and all those kind of things. So they all sit in there really nicely. I love these Becca ones. Kevyn Aucoin's one of my favorites. I've also got Anastasia Beverly Hills, Erase Paste, It Cosmetics, Elf, heaps and heaps. And then in this little compartment here are all my liquid concealers. So all of my favorites, like LA Girl Pro Conceal. I've got the Naked Skin by Urban Decay. My NARS ones are hidden in there somewhere. MAC, heaps and heaps of different ones. In the next drawer is another one that pulls out like double. So there's the bottom layer, that's all bronzers, and then the top layer, which is pressed powders. So I'm going to show you the pressed powders quickly first. I'm just kind of rushing over this because I find it really boring compared to the other drawers. It's just, you know, pressed powders. There's MAC, Bare Minerals, NARS, Too Faced, Hourglass, just a bunch of different brands. And then this drawer is more exciting. This is a Tom Ford bronzer, it's so pretty. But yeah, I've just got all of my bronzers in here. Half of them are probably like limited edition, as you'll see at the back, so I try not to use those too much in videos, but yeah, I just love them still, so I don't get rid of them. But there's just a bunch of different ones. There's also like contouring palettes, there's illuminating bronzers, matte bronzers, just a little bit of everything. And then in the third and final drawer on the left, down the very bottom, is all of my Colourpop eyeshadows and blushes, like blushes, bronzers and illuminators. And then in the little slide out bit on top, down here I have my brush roll and some spare new brushes, this random shimmer powder for whatever reason, I guess it just didn't fit anywhere else. And then on the other side is all my glitters. I love this drawer, it's one of my favorites. The Lit glitters just here are my favorite brand. And then I also love the Violet Voss glitters, which are these ones just here. And then I also have some of the Makeup Geek ones, which I haven't actually tried yet. I've got some Galactic, OCC, Makeup Forever, so those are all in there. And then moving on to that top right drawer, this is another like jewel pull out drawer, I guess you would call it. So in the bottom is all of my like everyday eye makeup stuff, so like eyeliners, mascaras and everything. And this back little portion I'm showing you now is eyeliners, eye primers and just anything like that. I just keep it all in there, so yeah, that's that. Over on the opposite side I have some beauty blenders, sponges, scissors, a bunch of stuff like eyelash curlers, and then little knickknacks, hair ties, and then the rest of it's all brow products. Oh wait, lip balm too. But yeah, heaps of brow products, so pomades, liners, like pencils, mascaras, just all of it. My favorite eyebrow brush by XO Beauty, tweezers, just all of that. And then in the back are just gel eyeliners that I use often and eyelash glue. And then the rest of my gel eyeliners are up the top at the back there. Also I have all of my pigments in here. Most of them are MAC, and then there are a few NYX ones as well. And I just have them stored in little lipstick holders, little flat lipstick holders. So that's that. I love MAC pigments, they're so incredible. I have so many. And then back here are all my gel colored liners. So I've got Anastasia Beverly Hills, MAC and Colourpop. They are my favorites. And then behind those are just all of my other like liquid eyeliners and everything that are more colourful that I don't use as often. My black ones were down below as I showed you before, and yeah, these ones are all like colourful or metallic or glittery, just all of the ones I don't use as often but I still like to have within reach. So that's the top drawer done. Moving on to the middle one. These ones down below are blushes, and then above are highlighters. So I'm going to start with the highlighters. I love this drawer. It's probably my favorite, or one of my favorites. I just love highlighters. They like are my dream. So I've got all my liquid ones down the far side, which you can't really see in this shot. What's Up is one of my favorites. I love it. It's like a creamy one, I guess. So yeah, creamy liquid ones are back there, and then other random powders and everything. And then if we move on to the back of like the main section, I've got one by Etude House. This is so pretty. I actually need to use it in a tutorial. Like Chi ones. There are just so many different brands. I'm going to speed this up because I just would be here all day if I explained which every single one was, you know. Here are some creamy ones by like MAC and Makeup Store, and then yeah, just tons and tons of highlighters. Highlighters are one of my favorite products to use when I do my makeup, so I have a lot of them. I really do collect these. And then if we push that highlighter drawer back, I've got a bunch of blushes. So all of these ones here are all MAC. I've got so many MAC ones. I really just need to depot them all one day because it would save so much room. I already did depot a lot of them. I used to collect MAC blushes a lot, so there are a lot. And I've also got my Clinique Cheek Pop blushes, which I love. My Makeup Store, I can't even talk, blushes, which I love. I've got so many of those. Like the other drawer, I have some liquid and creamy ones at the back, and then just some other bits and pieces all throughout. I've got so many different brands. I really like to try out new brands a lot, as you can tell by my makeup collection. Like, there is just different brands here, there, and everywhere. So yeah, there are a lot. Carrying on. Both of these drawers are blushes. So in the top part I have a bunch of Illamasqua ones down the side here, which I'm showing you, and then I've also got heaps and heaps of Too Faced ones here, and a whole bunch of Tarte. I love these Tarte blushes. I really like to collect those. Some Hourglass ones, I got a couple to try, some Bare Minerals, I've got a couple of Elf, and then the rest of those ones back there are NARS ones. I used to collect those hardcore. As you can see, some of them are really old by looking at the packaging. And then one of these is my favorite blush, like one of my favorite blushes of all time. This one here, Liberty, I think it's called Liberty by NARS. Beautiful. I've got some Estee Lauder, Dolce & Gabbana, just heaps and heaps of different brands, again, just here. And then in the bottom drawer, I have a bunch of the Milani blushes at the back there, some NYX ones, some Sweet Pea and Face, super bright colors, Natasha Denona. What else do I have? Just some like drugstore brands and some boxed blushes. Like heaps of these ones down here are by Benefit, and then I've also got some by Hard Candy on the other side. And then hiding under my desk, I have this little trolley, this Supre bag, lol. I actually use this as a rubbish bin, and I just empty the rubbish out of it and continue to reuse the bag. I just find it really good, and it lasts better than a plastic bag. And then in the actual trolley, I have all of my lashes. So XO Beauty, again, is my own brand. I have so many of those. So those are in the top 3 racks, and then in the very bottom rack, I also have a few other brands, and also moisturizer and hairbrush and hair ties and just knickknacks. And then tucked in the corner, these drawers come straight out at you. I think they're so cool, and they're really, really deep. So in the corner, I just have bits and pieces like moisturizer, eye cream, a spare beauty blender, some eye drops, just all sorts of little bits and pieces and knickknacks. And in the other corner, I have some more knickknacks, another primer, some brush cleaner spray, hair ties, some full lips, some body shimmer, you know, just knickknacks. As I said, lots of little bits of junk that don't really belong anywhere else, but it's just a really convenient place to have them. And then on the left side, I have some palettes shoved in here, so like face palettes, like blush palettes, and then my Z palettes with all my eyeshadows. So in these Z palettes are Makeup Geek, Anastasia Beverly Hills, and MAC for the most part. So as you can see, I have just a few. I need to actually reorganize them at some stage. I've also got these Ofra ones and an Ofra blush palette as well. And then behind there, I have a couple of illuminating palettes. So this Hourglass one and the Jaclyn Hill Becca palette. So those are just tucked in there. And then I have lots of contour kits and more blush palettes and things back here. So like Inglow, Makeup Revolution. What else do I have? Like the Glow kits by Anastasia Beverly Hills. NYX contour kit, Kat Von D. I have an Ofra like cream contour palette, just heaps and heaps of palettes like that. They all just stay in there because they're really easy for me to grab. Oh, and my Z palettes with like my depotted MAC blushes and Makeup Geek blushes. Oh my gosh, there's just so many. And down in this rectangular portion are my setting sprays, and then in the back are all of my primers and also a few BB creams and tinted moisturizers and things. So yeah, that's all in there. There are a lot of primers. I really like trying out new primers. It's like one of those things I just really enjoy trying. So there are quite a few in there. And then in the middle drawer are my neutral eyeshadow palettes. So this is like one of my most reached for drawers because it's got all of my favorite palettes in here, and the ones I use more on a day-to-day basis. And then one down below, as you would guess, is colorful. So this one I use a little bit more often because I do tend to move towards neutrals a little bit more. They basically all slip into these little like slates, and then you can kind of flip them back and forth. So it's really easy for me to find what I'm looking for because I do have quite a lot of palettes. So they all just move around, and I've got so many different brands. As you can see, you can pretty much see them all for yourself. And then in the corners down here on the left side, I have some of my Shaaanxo BH Cosmetics palettes. I will put some information on this down below if you want to go check it out. It is out soon, so I'll put like the date, release date, and pricing and everything down below. And then just some more little palettes, like smaller ones that I just chuck in the sides because again it's just like a convenient place to have them. So these are all just like small little eyeshadow palettes. As I mentioned, the bottom drawer is more colourful eyeshadows. I also got sent a bunch more Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadows that I still need to store in a Z palette. But yeah, the rest are just all colourful palettes. So like Urban Decay, Natasha Denona, I've got some Anastasia Beverly Hills, just heaps of different brands. Same situation, they're in the same kind of storage. So yeah, that's all colourful palettes. And then same again, I store some more little bits and pieces down the side. So on one side, again, just smaller palettes that are more colourful. And then on the other side, I store more like face palettes and some more BH Cosmetics Shaaanxo palettes. So like what I mean by face palettes is like the face palettes that also have eyeshadow palettes in them. And I kind of take these traveling with me because they're like all on one palettes. But anyway, I don't know if that makes any sense at all. So those all just stick down there, and that is what's in the bottom drawer. Moving on towards the last three drawers, the top one has a bunch of lipsticks, and again it has another compartment which slides out, which holds a bunch of my single eyeshadows. So I'm going to show you these ones first. In the bottom left corner are just NARS eyeshadows, so I'm not going to really go over those too much. I'm not going to show you every shade, but yeah, there's like cream eyeshadows, powder eyeshadows, like heaps of different kinds. So in the back here I have my melt stacks, and then all of these ones are all like metallic creamy eyeshadows that I like to use a lot, so Australis, Stila, and Makeup Revolution. And then over to the side at the back are all my Illamasqua eyeshadows, and I also store a lot of my Urban Decay, Guerlain, just heaps of brands like that down here. I also have more Illamasqua eyeshadows, some NYX, MAC, and then over to the next little bit, I have some Sephora, Kat Von D, Sugar Pill, Ardent CN, which are some of my favorites, and I've also got some like L'Oreal, which are also some of my favorites. They are so good. More MAC, just heaps of pressed eyeshadows down here. Next door, I have some cream and pigment kind of products. These are like Chanel pigment eyeshadows. I've got some Bobbi Brown cream eyeshadows, loads and loads of creams. I've got some like Giorgio Armani Ice to Kill. What else do I have? MAC paint pots, tons of those, lots of creams like Charlotte Tilbury. And then I also have like silica bags chucked around everywhere. You get these like when you get online shopping and stuff like that. They're really good to soak up excess moisture, which I don't really have that much of, but I just figure I chuck them in there anyway. But good little tip, just to keep your makeup nice and dry and prevent mold and things. And then next door I have lots of pigments like Sugar Pill, Makeup Geek, Bare Minerals, Gosh, like heaps and heaps. And then moving next door I have more creams, it seems, so some more paint pots by MAC. I've got Benefit little cream eyeshadows, Makeup Forever, some Maybelline ones, just a bunch of those. And then next to that I have little eyeshadow acrylic holders, and I store my Chi Chi in here, and also some MAC and Kiko, and just lots of bits and pieces. These Kiko eyeshadows are actually really can't even talk, beautiful. I need to use them in a tutorial at some stage. And then down the sides there's like a little gap which I store my little eyeshadows by Makeup Store and MAC. They fit perfectly in there, so that's what I do. And then on the other side, as I said, there's some MAC and also heaps and heaps of Makeup Store, which is some of my favorite eyeshadows. And then at the front I have more MAC and some L'Oreal. These eyeshadows are incredible, they're so pigmented, I really like those. And then down the side once again just more like single MAC eyeshadows and other bits and pieces that fit really nicely. So that is the top part, or the single eyeshadows, and then we're left with this beautiful display of lipstick. I love this drawer. In here are majority high end, so I've got Charlotte Tilbury, Urban Decay, what else do I have? These are some Estee Lauder, some Stila, heaps and heaps of NARS one, the Audacious and the original line, and then I have some Makeup Forever, Giorgio Armani, Glammier, Hourglass, Benefit, I can't even keep up, Givenchy, like heaps, Too Faced, Buxom, also some Marc Jacobs, some Inglot, some Vincent Longo, there's some like Leo Ellie and stuff tucked in the side, there's a lot. In the middle compartment is mostly MAC. I have some Sheen Supreme and Moisture Mist tucked in the side, and then my MAC lipsticks have clear lids. I'll put a link where I got them down below, just because it makes it so much easier to see them. And then I've got more MAC lipsticks tucked in the middle just there. Down the sides is some limited edition. I've got some Peri Pera, more MAC. These ones all down here are Buxom, and then at the back there is some Makeup Store. There is also some Clinique and some Dose of Colours. Going in on the middle, so this is another double layer. The top layer I have more kind of affordable brands, but there are some high-end ones chucked in there as well, but I love this drawer so much as well. I think it's so pretty to look at. Starting to the left, I have some Maybelline lip glosses, I have some Topshop lipsticks, and then on the other side I have some of my favourite Korean brands, so like Leo Ellie, Tony Moly, and I've got NYX High Voltage lipsticks, some Dragonberry, I've got heaps and heaps of different Rimmel lipsticks. There's a few different lines of Rimmel lipsticks here, like the Kate Moss ones and some others, and then over here I have some more NYX lipsticks. I've got loads of NYX, as you will see, and then I've got these Holika Heartful lipsticks. I just wanted to show you how cute they are. Look how cute, they match my nails. So I've got a few of those. Now I have more NYX at the back. I have some Lorac, and then moving over into that middle section, down the bottom I have some NYX Matte and Macaron lipsticks. I have some Wet n Wild, these are the Fergie ones, the normal ones are at the back there behind my hand. I've got some Berry M, I've got some Benefit lipsticks, lots and lots and lots of Maybelline ones behind me just here. What else? I have some Sleek, I have some Australis, which are these ones just now that I'm showing you, collection ones, Lasting Colour lipsticks, some Milani ones at the back there, there's some Revlon tucked in there. To the far right I have heaps of Chi Chi. You guys know Chi Chi absolutely spoil me, and I love their lipsticks. There are so many different colours. I've also got a few rows of Kiko lipsticks. I have heaps and heaps of Karen Mural, which are these ones just here. They're all natural lipsticks, they're really nice. And then I've got some LA Girl matte lipsticks, which I haven't even opened yet, some L'Oreal lipsticks, some Body Shop, some e.l.f. at the back, and that's everything in that drawer. So when we scooch that one back, we have another drawer of lipsticks, and these ones are more high end to the left, and then a bunch of different ones down here as well. So on the right I have pencils, as I showed down below, like jumbo pencil lipsticks, and then I have heaps of ZAR ones just here, and then at the back I have some Rimmel, and then also some Rimmel in here, and then I have my Mellow lipsticks, I have some Bite lipsticks and some Zoeva lipsticks. I've also got my BH Cosmetics pop art lipsticks and some Coloured Rain ones as well. I've got some Napoleon Paradise and some Pixie at the back there as well. In the middle divider I have a bunch of Smashbox, so unwrapped ones down the bottom that I purchased myself, and I got sent all these boxed ones and I just kept them in the boxes because they look cool. And then I've got Laura Mercier, Melt, and then the rest are 3 concept eyes, including those pink ones at the back. Down the bottom here I have some lip arrays and lip glosses in pots and just bits and pieces like that. I've also got some cream blushes that I didn't really know where else to put them. So those are just all there. And then on the left I have my OCC lip tars, so the ready to wears, and then Pout Paint by Sleek and Sweet Pea and Faye ones, and then above that are all high end. So I've got Tom Ford, some YSL, I've got heaps and heaps of Illamasqua at the back, I've got some Burberry, I've got some Elizabeth Arden, and some Chanel in there, and some Kevin Aucoin I think. And then in the very bottom and final drawer are all of my lip glosses, matte lipsticks, just anything like that. So this is a single level drawer because obviously the lip glosses are quite tall. So I've got Kat Von D liquid lipsticks, I've got Natasha Denona lip glosses. There's so much stuff in here, you guys, like I just can't even probably explain everything. There's just so many. Over in the corner I have a ton of Colourpop. All of these are Colourpop, so those are like the liquid lipsticks, and like there's like a new kind satin liquid lipstick or something, I don't know. And then I've got like Maybelline things and just stuff everywhere. Oh my gosh, it's so overwhelming. The LA Girl matte lip glosses, Jeffree Star liquid lipsticks, I've got Sephora, I've got Charlotte Tilbury, like oh my gosh, there's so many. And then down the sides are my liquid lipsticks by Too Too Faced. I've got all of those. I've got the melted ones and the metallic ones. Those are all stored down the side. I like how they look there. And then at the back I have all of my Anastasia Beverly Hills lip glosses and liquid lipsticks, and some NARS and Makeup Forever and Rimmel in front of them. So those are the Anastasia ones. And then I've got like some Stefan lip glosses, these Hourglass lip pencil things, Dose of Colors. I can't even keep up, you guys. My brain is scrambled. I have some YSL lip glosses, LA Girl, Smashbox, L'Oreal, Bare Minerals, Hourglass, Dior, MAC, Dose of Colors, more Dose of Colors, Bite Cosmetics. These lip glosses are so good. I can't even, there's just so many. More MAC. Some of those are Lipland liquid lipsticks, tons of Chi Chi ones. There is so much stuff. And alas, that is all. So I'm just going to end with a little message that I cropped out of my intro for you guys regarding spare makeup. Some people also get really angry and say like, what do you do with your makeup, like if you do clear it out? Because I get rid of so much all the time because I just cannot find space for all of the stuff I own. So every time I get sent new stuff, I kind of have to like get rid of old stuff, if that makes sense, or stuff I don't like. All of that stuff goes to either my family and friends if it's something that's being used, or if it's more of a new product or something that can be easily sanitized, I do usually donate to the Women's Refuge, although I do kind of want to give some to Look Good, Feel Good next time. But yeah, I don't just throw it in the bin, so don't worry. I also recommend you guys do the same thing as well. If you do have a big makeup collection and you are clearing it out for whatever reason, remember there are a lot of charities out there that do really appreciate your donations. So now feel free to check out part 2 of this video to see this little unit on the screen right now, and please thumbs up if you did enjoy this video, and feel free to subscribe. If you are new to my channel, I upload every Monday, Wednesday and Friday. I'd love to have you as part of my Shan clan family. Love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Today I am doing a very highly requested video. Finally, I'm so sorry it's taken me a while. I've just wanted to get everything perfect. And I have my Inkblot blushes here. I've got a L'Oreal, some Tarte, some L'Oreal, some NYX, I've got some Smashbox, I've got some Chi Chi, some Becca,